Hey friend, we as actors often call what we do practicing our craft, but do you as an actor have a craftsman mindset? Hi, I'm Kate Glasheen. I'm a voice and dialect coach with a passion for health and wellness. You can learn more about me at kateglasheen.com, and if you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe below. Let's get started. I found myself thinking about a craftsman mindset recently because I finally decided it was time to get serious about learning to play the guitar, for real this time. I started playing the guitar about 3 years ago, and I've always been fairly musically inclined thanks to my dad, the music teacher, and I'm pretty good with pitch and rhythm and such. But unfortunately, like so many with a little natural ability, I kind of skipped the fundamentals and jumped right into playing chords and songs, and my progress stalled pretty quick. I know I'm not the only one to experience something like this. When something comes easily to us, we tend to hover in that comfort zone because pushing past it is uncomfortable. I'm pretty good at playing a handful of chords and singing along, and it's really enjoyable. Playing 20 minutes of finger-picking exercises to a metronome every day, that is uncomfortable. But I'm making myself do it because I know the only way I'm going to progress is if I'm uncomfortable and I do it badly until I push through and get better. This, of course, is the theory behind any repetitive exercise. Someday, when I'm picking a melody to one of my favorite songs, I won't be thinking about all those hours with the metronome, but all that practice will be living in my hands and making my playing that much better. When it comes to acting, there's a lot of emphasis put on exploring and playing and making strong and unexpected choices, and this is all vital to the craft of acting. But it seems somewhat antithetical to the deliberate, disciplined practice I just described. So where can the craftsman mindset benefit us as actor-artists? You can start by being disciplined in your study, by diligently reading plays and strategically choosing the media you consume. And certainly we can be very craftsman-like in our preparation. When I learn a new script, I actually walk and I break the words into syllables so that every syllable is on a step. I don't pause at periods, and I even speak in monotone, so it sounds something like this. To be or not to be, that is the question, whether, blah, 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 right? And if I mess up or I even hesitate, I start over. So is this a little bit tedious and uncomfortable? Yeah, but when I'm finished, I know that text backwards and forwards. And even more importantly, I haven't memorized it with intonation patterns or pauses. So in other words, I haven't already imposed choices on it before I've even had the chance to explore it in rehearsal. There are also plenty of opportunities for this sort of discipline in voice and speech work. My students actually have a series of skills they have to accomplish, some of which are articulation lines like this one. Fava shuja saza shuja. Now to check that off, they have to do 15 repetitions of that phrase on one breath. You have to focus on clarity first and speed second, and only daily practice really helps with this. So eventually it becomes fava shuja saza shuja, fava shuja saza shuja, fava shuja saza shuja. Drills like this often feel disconnected from performance, but they strengthen articulatory muscles, which improves clarity, and they increase breath capacity and control, all of which are important for stage work. Now, should actors be thinking about these drills while they're acting? Of course not. But having done those drills, all of that skill and technique is now ingrained in them and there to support their performance. Another great opportunity to apply a craftsman-like work ethic is to dialect work, but that's a large enough topic, it's going to get its own video, so stay tuned. One of my favorite artists is actor, playwright, novelist, banjo player, comedian, Steve Martin. He was once asked, how do you become a famous comedian? And his answer was, be so good they can't ignore you. So there's no trick, there's no hack. The only way to do that is with the deliberate and disciplined practice of a craftsman. For more on this, I recommend a book called So Good They Can't Ignore You by Cal Newport. The information is fantastic and applicable to just about any skill you want to master.